Well, we finally arrived at video number 9 on the customization of the fake Suzuki Sirus 14 holder, which is the replacement of Breathsavers or Breathsavers. And you can take a look here and see that we have one missing on this side right here. This is pretty unusual because this shape of Breathsaver is very unusual. It's not dead stock Suzuki. This was a knockoff harp, but it looks kind of different. So I thought I'd go over a little bit for you in some depth and detail how to do this properly. There's a lot of things about working with Breathsavers that make it challenging. It's not uncommon for people to destroy quite a few Breathsavers as they're working on their instrument. I want to show you how to get around some of those problems. The first step, of course, is to properly prepare the reed plate for the new Breathsaver, and you'll want to remove any residue glue with a piece of plastic. This is a stiffener from a collar. I do have metal things like dental tools, but I try not to actually touch the metal with those. I just don't want the metal scratched. In this case, there's nothing wrong. Understand, of course, that it's not uncommon that a Breathsaver or Breathsaver would be put on with too much glue. That glue then gets into the reed slot and will make it so the reed will not fire properly. So assume we don't have that problem. Now the issue is how to actually get this a Breathsaver on here. Well, if you haven't seen, they're sold in packages like this. And in this case, I do not have the right size. I'm going to have to make it, but a lot of people only buy the longest ones and cut them to fit always. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it with a pair of scissors, and I'll show you how to do that, but I'll go over the process a little bit. You want to measure it accurately, and you want to leave room. If this is a Breathsaver, you'll want to have room here to glue, and then this comes out, and this should just go over the edge of the reed slot, maybe by 1/2 millimeter, if that. You don't want to take it just to the end. You want to take the clear part a little further, and the colored part, that's the stabilizer portion of the Breathsaver, should be back about 2 millimeters to 3 millimeters. So and when you glue it, you use just a dot of crazy glue put on with a the end of a toothpick, so you have total control of the lay of the glue. And you want to touch it with your finger at the part where it's glued and stabilize it down. So let's go ahead and have you watch the entire process of doing this once, and hopefully you can see clearly what's going on. I hope you can. And I think we're okay to go. Okay, the first thing is to get one that's the right size, and we're going to have to make it. So I'm going to come in and get the closest I have right now, which is this one here. And we'll see it's just a little bit too long. It has 2 parts. It has the colored part on top and the clear part on the bottom. So I'm looking at a fairly small one here. And so I'm going to go ahead and reshape this a little bit and bring this in to about to here and bring that one cut right about here. And let's see if that's close to what it needs to be. So I lay it down kind of beside it to see how we're doing, and it is a perfect fit at this point. Okay, so I'm just going to go here, and you might say, gee, how did you get so lucky on that? And I've just done it a bunch of times. Okay, so we're going to come here and put a nice dot, not too much of crazy glue in the glue spot, well away from the slot. That's sufficient glue. And then I can pick up Breathsavers by wetting my tongue, my fingertip. I come here, I drop it down, take it into perfect position here, hold it here, and press on the back side here like this. Let my finger warmth help it to stick, and that is a perfect lay down of the Breathsaver. That completes the process. It looks easy when done at speed by someone who does it a lot, but it is quite difficult to do. The aligning of it is a sensitivity thing, how much to push it. You only have about 2 seconds to place this Breathsaver before that glue dries. When you use crazy glue, I use crazy glue because it will not let loose. It's very, very stable and long-lasting, where the other glues I found let loose. So basically, if we go over the process again, you have preparation of the reed plate itself with something plastic, hopefully, to remove the old glue. Get into that reed slot and get any old glue out if somebody put in too much glue. When you go to apply the glue, you're going to want to use the end of a toothpick, and you're going to actually use crazy glue. You put it on an index card to work it, and then just dot, a teeny dot, 1.5 millimeters away from the reed slot, and cut your Breathsaver, of course, to fit properly, so there's a little bit of overhang of the clear part. Get in there, set it, tap it with your finger. You can hold it in position on one finger, and then the other you can just press down and it'll glue. That is the methodology for proper application of a Breathsaver, and I hope that this will help you.